Welcome to another video on game development with Asha Kanksha Foundation. In today's video, we learn how to create an obstacle prefab. In this process, we learn the different kinds of rigid bodies, which are static, kinematic, and dynamic. We learn the difference between them and actually see how they play in effect. So in order to learn the different kinds of rigid bodies, we'll try to make an obstacle in this video. So I'm using the ice sprite as the obstacle, but you can use any other PNG that you can download online. So firstly, we want the obstacle to collide with the ball and stop the ball from going over it. Secondly, we want the obstacle to also collide with our bird and change its direction of movement. So in the earlier videos, we saw that if the bird collides with any object that does not have the tag called player, it will change its direction. And if if the object tag is player, it will not change its direction. It will just basically destroy that player. So here what we want to do is, for this obstacle, we first want to keep it in an upright position. We change its orientation, and we can probably also change its thickness. So this is my obstacle. Now in order to collide with any object, we know that we need a box collider. This box collider size is coming out to be really huge. We can scale it to, say, so height of 1.6 is what I'm using, and the width is I'm using a width of 0.4, so it perfectly fits the eyes. Now let's check it out. So here we have just added a collider. So what we haven't added any rigid body, so it would be able to collide with other rigid bodies, but the direction of the bird did not change. The bird could not collide. So basically the bird's is trigger function was not called. So if you check out the is trigger the documentation of is trigger, you will get to know that one of the objects has to be a rigid body for a trigger to be called. So this obstacle, we'll make this obstacle as a rigid body. However, one problem with making this as a rigid body is that, okay, let's demo it and I'll show the problem. So the body rested on the ground and the direction is also changing. However, I am able to apply forces to the body. So let's try to fix this problem. If we explore the different body types, there is one option of static. So let's check out static then. So if it's basically hanging in the air, which means that its direction is being decided by the position that we place it on. So so one thing we saw that the bird didn't collide with the static rigid body, but the ball is properly colliding with it. And so basically is trigger is not triggered for static body types as well. Now let's check out the third type, which is kinematic. This is a middle ground to both static and dynamic. Static does neither does it get forces, and nor does it get triggered on collisions, while a dynamic body type gets forces as well as collisions. Now the third type is kinematic, which is not affected by any forces. However, it does collide with other objects and call the is trigger function. So this is what we required from our obstacle. Now let's save this obstacle as a here in the as a prefab. I think our plank is not saved as a prefab here. there is some issue with it, so we'll delete the plank and recreate it once. Just drag on the plank. So yeah, so all the objects that are derived from a prefab are colored in blue. Now let's make this plank as a kinematic rigid body as well, because that we don't want it to move, but we do want it to collide with other bodies. So here we'll add a rigid body and make it to kinematic. Here in the plank in the plank's prefab, when you open the prefab, we can add the component so that it is retained even for other, like the change made is made to the prefab and not just on the object. So I'll delete this object and drag on the prefab again. Okay, now our bird would also collide with our plank. So let's test it once. Perfect. So to conclude this video, we learned how to create an obstacle prefab and the different kinds of rigid bodies that are there.